Charlie's Angels Edition, Real Ville Boxing Talk, Ebanie Bridges, and Nicola Hopewell.
What's up, hard hitters? It's your boy Chuck P. C-Ville's finest. I'm here with two lovely angels. This is the Charlie's Angels edition of Real Ville Boxing Talk. I got Nicola Hurricane Hopewell with me, and I got the reigning IBF champion, Ebanie Bridges. How you ladies doing?
We're good, thank you.
I'm good too, thank you.
And I just need to say, I know it's your birthday, so I'm going to not really sing very well, but I'm going to sing happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Chuck, happy birthday to you.
That's beautiful.
Happy birthday. I can't sing.
I can't sing, but I had to do it because I know it's your birthday, and thank you for having us on your birthday.
Oh, hey, Christina Aguilera, eat your heart out. That was and so, hey, I just been keeping busy, keeping tabs on the both of you. How's the hair?
It's good. I don't know if you can see, probably can't see the scar now. Anyways, it's good. You know, I've got all this build up here. This is all bone, like it's all that big lump. It's all this, they've all put the bone in there, and it's all, what do you call it, fused together now. So I've got a little bit of limited movement, but it's all stable. There's no moving around the bones or chipping or anything like that. So it feels really strong. I've been hitting the pads, hitting the heavy bag, and it feels all good. I haven't sparred yet, so that's the next proper test, I think, sparring. But I think I'm pretty confident it'll be fine. So I'm not worried.
Oh, you progressing rather well hitting the heavy bag, okay?
Yeah, it's good, yeah.
Yeah, good. Nicola.
Yes.
I took a look at that fight again, your last fight.
Mm-hmm.
I love seeing you in the ring.
Thank you.
You know what leaps out at me when I look at you, Nicola? The footwork. I love the way you in the ring. Seriously, that.
Thank you. I think that's from my dancing.
I need to cut in there on that footwork. All right, her footwork is so good. Like me and Nicola spar. And like got these little fancy feet in and out. Like she's great feet. Like, yeah, man, she does have good feet.
She does. She does. And I can tell you do not like wasting punches either. I like the accuracy as well.
Nope. No, I don't like wasting them.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, definitely. And Ebanie, your last performance.
Wait a second.
Hey.
Wait.
You. Okay. Uh-oh. Look. Enough said. A picture is worth 1,000 words. Listen,
hey,
the way you
not bad for a stinky stripper.
Yeah, exactly, right? Hey, the way you beat Shannon O'Connell, I gotta say, I think Mark Tibbs, he has you together as a complete fighter. Don't get me wrong, you always had it, but it looks like Mark Tibbs just added a little polish to it, don't you think?
Yeah, definitely. You know, I think with Mark, it's definitely, yeah, exactly. Like, you know, you can't teach kind of the heart and the mongrel that's in me, but definitely, like, you know, adding that jab, that you know, jab to my game as well, and just. It's hard to say. I say a little bit more patience, but not really. Like, I try and be patient, but you know, with that last fight, it was kind of a bit of like, when I heard her, I just wanted to fucking kill her. So it's a bit hard to be like that. Like, I kept my emotions in check, you know, the whole week, and even on the fight. But when I heard her, like, I just, you know, like, I just wanted to kill her, and so I, you know, yeah. I feel, I watched that fight and I think I probably could have done, I feel like I could have still done better. Obviously it's great to have a knockout, but I still think that I could have done better.
Oh, what a fight, Web.
So critical on
I know, but
it's a great performance, Eb.
I'm a perfectionist.
Yes, you are. Hey, I was like, damn, man, I was just thinking about the journey from the last time we all talked. And I was like, damn, Shannon, Courtney, and Ebanie Bridges. I would have to say that fight right there, I think that was the fight that opened up the gates to where we was getting all the women fights that we wanted to see, like the Serrano and Katie Taylor and Marshall and Clarissa Shields. It seems like your fight with Shannon Courtney was the fight that just opened up all the gates. What do you think about that? Maybe I'm a little biased because, you know.
No, I definitely think like that me and Shannon Courtney was the first real female rivalry fight that bring excitement to women's boxing, like where there was that real rivalry and bring a bit of a story to it, you know what I mean? And it was actually played out. I mean, I could be wrong. People in the comments can tell me a female rivalry before that was played out. But it was like after that, then we got a lot more rivalries. And I think a lot of the female fighters realized, hey, we should like get a bit of a rivalry and talk a bit of shit and like build up a fight and like have this, because in the end, boxing fans like stories, they like storylines, and everyone loves a rivalry. So yeah, they all started coming out, which is great because that's what we need. We need excitement. But yeah, I think especially because women's boxing was highlighted in that year of COVID where everything was behind closed doors. Our fight was behind closed doors, and it just really highlighted kind of that women's boxing and that you know, we do fight hard and there is stories, you know, and it's exciting to watch.
You know what? I had put a post up on New Year's Eve, and I was telling everyone, I said, you know what? The men didn't do a damn thing in boxing. I said the women saved boxing last year.
Yeah.
I said everybody else did exactly what they were supposed to do. I mean, you had a mandatory here, you had a mandatory there. They did what they were supposed to do. The women saved boxing with the great rivalry match that we had. I mean, you ladies set it on fire last year. Kudos to all of the ladies.
Yeah, I mean, we fight each other, don't we? I think the men, they're not really fighting who they're meant to be fighting still. So that's the difference.
We just want to fight, don't we?
Yeah, we just want to fight.
Right.
We've been muted and hidden for so long. Now we don't care. We fight whoever, any weight. You see the girls going up and down all the time to fight. There's no, you know, oh, they're a pound over or whatever. It's just, you know, there's no excuses. You don't see women dodging fights, you know.
And with that being said, it's on fire, even to this day. I mean, we got some great fights to look forward to. Frenchon Cruz, Savannah Marshall.
I'm excited.
Oh my God. Yes. And I want to ask you ladies about it. Who do you think takes that fight?
I love Frenchon. Frenchon is like an idol to me. When I first started pro boxing, I looked up to Frenchon so much because she's just such an individual and she's so positive and she's been through a lot in her life, but just her attitude and her self-belief and her positivity, it's just, I just love her and Clarissa, you know, they've never changed who they were, and I love that about them. So I'm, you know, and I know from Frenchon's last fight, I saw a lot of improvements. You know, at first she seemed like just a bit of a banger, do you know what I mean?
Wild child.
A wild, like, yeah, just like these big shots, like reliant on her power kind of thing. But she did so good in the last fight, and she's really come on. So I'm really excited to see what she does. And I think Savannah's good as well, you know. But we've seen a lot of holes and weaknesses when she fought Clarissa. So let's see how she handles Frenchon. I don't think she'll be underestimating Frenchon. She'd be silly to underestimate Frenchon.
What do you think, Nick?
The last fight I saw that was the only fight I saw of her. I didn't really know much of her. But yeah, I think she's a bit of a puncher and stuff. And like you just said, Ebs, I think we all think about Savannah being good and a puncher, but she showed a bit of weakness against Clarissa. And I think after Clarissa fight, I warmed more to Clarissa as well. Because I don't know. I didn't really know much about Clarissa.
You know, all I'm going to say is...
She had all the belts and stuff.
Nicola's British, so... The British have a thing with Clarissa.
Yeah.
I'm Australian.
Yeah.
I'm Australian, so I was
always after it.
I just blame you being British for having a little bit of a, you know, a thing with Clarissa. But yeah, no, sorry, sorry to interrupt.
In that fight, like I did want Savannah to win, but I think it's just because I'm British.
I got you.
Blame that.
It is something about Clarissa, huh? And speaking of, hey, I was laughing at Sonny Edwards.
Oh. Always laughing at Sonny. Sonny's great.
Hey, at least he had the balls to ask her out. That's all I'm saying.
I know, he's crazy. He's like up to her belly button. He's tiny. He's like my size.
Oh, God.
I love Sonny, but he's good. Sonny's very good, very, very good. A very good character in boxing.
You got to have those, definitely.
I don't feel like, and I could be wrong, Chuck, because I'm on this side of the pond, but I don't feel like there's many characters in American boxing at the moment. You know, I feel like American boxing's a bit flat.
I'm gonna just say, they don't want to talk. They didn't want to do any interviews. All they want to do is they got Twitter beef going. There is no characters. You're right. The only one that I think we had Deontay Wilder. You know, he was a good character. But other than that, you know, they just go in there, they do the business, and then you don't see them for another fucking year or two.
Yeah.
But speaking of Clarissa Shields, her and Hannah Gabriels, part 2, the only girl to drop Clarissa Shields professionally. I mean, you know, I'm favoring Clarissa. I mean, how do you ladies see it going?
I mean, I see Clarissa not a completely different fighter, but a very different fighter now to what she was then. And I think she just blitzes her even more. I can't imagine Hannah Gabriel's being any better, but Clarissa's now extremely, you know, she's just improved tenfold. So, you know, it's unfortunate to see like Clarissa doesn't get any knockouts, but she's just relentless, isn't she? So I just see her blitzing Hannah.
What do you think, Nick?
I think Clarissa. I'm a Clarissa fan now. But yeah. Okay.
You know what? You two are you're going to appreciate how much I pay attention to your side of the pond, okay? I was looking at Sandy Ryan. She got a big win. She won her first world title. Now I think she's lined up to fight Jessica McCaskill, right? Do you think she's ready for Jessica McCaskill? Do you don't think they're rushing her? You think she's ready for her?
What was that? I feel bad because I'm always going first. But I suppose I'll say what I think. Look, Sandy Ryan is very good.
Yeah.
To be honest, she's a great boxer. She's very good. She's spiteful. She still has some holes in her, but McCaskill's just a mess. I don't like watching McCaskill fight. I think I call her hit and hope. I don't even know what skills she has. And I'm not saying it's in a rude way, but like,
just out there swinging, huh? Yeah.
Nah, like it's not in a bad way, because what she does is hard. Like to do. She's hard to deal with. Like she's awkward because she's not really like, let's say skilled. She's not orthodox. Like she just
bit like
unpredictable because she just throws punches like from here, there, like just all over the place, and you can't really. How do you train for that? Do you know what I mean? Like, who did McCaskill fight? Oh, that's right, Chantel. So Chantel Cameron fought McCaskill, right?
Right.
So I feel like Sandy Ryan's very similar to Chantel. So if Sandy Ryan can use her reach and long and just outbox and discipline and try and outbox McCaskill and not let her get in with all those haymakers and wild punches and just box her head off, kind of like Chantel did, and just pick her apart and move, I think Sandy Ryan can win that fight most definitely. But is she experienced enough, as in under that kind of storm against a big, strong girl? We'll see.
Right.
She has the skills to beat McCaskill. Definitely has the skills. Definitely has the skills.
Yeah, it's really skillful.
Definitely has the skills. It's just going to come down to, does she have the experience when it comes hard like that? Because McCaskill's going to be a hard night work, like hard. I wouldn't want to fight her because it's a mess.
Now you mentioned Chantel Cameron, her and Katie Taylor. That should be a good fight. It seems like they're not really giving Chantel Cameron much of a chance in the fight, though. You know, it seems like they got the big carpet rolled out for Katie Taylor, the homecoming fight, and they're not really talking about Chantel Cameron. Here's the thing, though. I think Katie Taylor will start out fast, and I think Chantel Cameron will probably have a better second half and probably could pull off an upset. But is it really an upset? I don't know. I mean, what do you think?
I think if there's anyone to beat Katie, it's Chantel. But I don't really build in the fight up that like as much as they could. You know, with it being her homecoming and stuff, like I don't really see a lot about it, and I thought it would be a lot more build up in a way.
Yeah, I mean, I feel the same, and I don't want to say too much about that promotion, but I think it can definitely be promoted better.
It could be built up a lot more.
What I think is, I think Chantel beats Katie. I think the only thing that Katie has on Chantel is a little bit more speed, bit more. But Chantel is still very fast, very spiteful, very aggressive, very strong. It's her weight class. Katie's coming up. She's got more punch selection. Katie just likes to throw straight punches. She barely throws body shots and uppercuts. Where Chantel mixes it up and down, uppercuts, body shots. You know, she has great defense. You know, Katie's defense is mainly her feet, and if she can't get out, then I mean, her defense isn't that great. And she's going up against someone like Chantel who's strong and can punch. I mean, to be fair, I think Katie Taylor has a very good chin. So I don't know if Chantel can knock her out. And I think for Chantel to win in Ireland, she's going to have to make it pretty decisive. She'll just have to really outwork her, be relentless, make her uncomfortable, a bit like a Piersoon kind of style, but better. Not get hit as much as Piersoon on the way in, if you know what I mean. But I think Chantel can do it. And to be fair, if Chantel does win, I mean, I don't think it's that bad for Katie, because Katie has gone up. But it's like a lot of other fighters go up and down and they win, especially women's boxing. Look at Serrano. Do you know what I mean? So sometimes, you know, we can say, oh, she went up. So it's you know, that could be the reason. But look at even Clarissa, or all the girls that go up and down weight so much. If you're pound for pound, you know, being pound for pound, which is she's regarded as one of the pound for pound greatest and the pound for pound fighter, she's only been in lightweight. That's it. So for her to go up, you know what I mean? You would think that she should win. Really.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Because she's pound for pound. I don't think Chantel Cameron's ever been put in pound for pound. So, and I think Chantel Cameron's gone up and down weights as well. But it's an exciting fight. It's a fight that I'm really looking forward to, and I'm pretty 99% sure I'm going to be there. So
good. You said your face got to be in the place, huh?
I'd like to commentate. I thought it was going to commentate, but who knows?
Oh, that'd be good.
You do a good job at that too. Your Australian mate, Skye Nicholson.
Oh, Skye, yeah.
Yeah. Kind of still more light as far as Skye Nicholson. I mean, do you rate her pretty high? I mean, is sky's the limit for Skye Nicholson, as I'll ask?
What's your thoughts, Nicola, on Skye?
I like Skye. I like her style. Like, and I think she's like a bit like amateur style a little bit, but she don't get it. Like, she's awkward, and if that's winning her fights, then I think she'd carry on doing it.
This is how I look at it.
So I do like it.
Yeah. Skye Nicholson is very, very good at what she does. She's very, very good at that style. She's very, very good at hitting and not getting hit, which is a nightmare. It's a nightmare. It's so awkward. It's so awkward. She's so good at it. You can't land a freaking punch on her. Do you know what I mean? None of these girls are barely landing punches on her. And when they do, they're very lucky. And that's the only time you see a little bit of weakness from her if she gets hit on the inside or something like that. But she's pretty fast to grab and hold and not want to engage, because she doesn't want to engage. She's not an offensive fighter. She's a defensive fighter. She doesn't like to engage. She doesn't really like to fight. Obviously, we can see by her style. But I think that style, it can win. It wins her fights, and it can definitely win her a world title, because you have to land a punch on someone to win. And if she's doing all the landing, even if it's just 1-2 or 1, or it doesn't matter, you're not landing on her. So how can you win?
Right.
You know. So I do truly believe she's a nightmare. I think if she was to get slack or complacent at all, and get on the inside and get hit and get caught up against it, she could be in a lot of trouble, because her defense on the inside is not great, because her defense is her feet, you know what I mean, and her quick little reactions, and that's not really an inside kind of game. So you look at, say, Serrano, who's in her weight class. She was fight Serrano could, definitely, if Serrano was to get in, manage to somehow get her in and trap her, Serrano could be a problem for her. But can she? Like, Skye isn't like Katie Taylor. Skye doesn't get involved. She doesn't get dragged into fights. She has so much discipline at boxing and keeping it her long range, which are her long, lanky arms, which is all like so long compared to Serrano. You know what I mean? It's like, and she's, like I said, she's very disciplined at it. So you have to land on her. The only way you could really win is you get a lucky shot to like knock her out. And it's definitely possible. But it'd be hard work and frustrate the hell out of you. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I was to fight her, I would want to make sure I'm fighting in the smallest ring possible, so she can't be running away from me and doing hook-offs. I'd be like, all right, we can fight, but we're fighting in a shoebox, because I don't want you to be able to use your range. I want to be able to corner you and keep you in. So yeah, but if you give her that full range and that proper size ring, good luck catching her. And it is, and I know she gets a lot of slack from it, and because it's not a very entertaining fight style, and it's not really a fan-friendly fight style, but it's the sweet science, isn't it? She literally can fight. She could fight back to back and like doesn't get hit. Like, it's like she never looks like she's been in a fight, and she's so relaxed with it. It's like she's not even using energy. She doesn't even look punched, like puffed at all. She looks like she could do that for 20 rounds. Yeah. Meanwhile, the people she's fighting are gassing out trying to catch her and punch her, and they're just swinging and hitting there and looking like fools falling into the ropes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that really tires you out of those.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's hard because it's hard. Like, you want to challenge her, but I feel like it's she just neutralizes people with that style. It'd be interesting to see like her get really challenged, but I think it'll be quite a while before she gets challenged. And it's not because her opponents are shit. I think it's just because it's going to take a certain kind of fighter to beat her and get in on that style. Sorry, I talk so much.
Now, before all my American casual fans unclick off the video and unsub because they don't know who the hell we're talking about, let's talk about some people that's known worldwide. Let's shift it over to the men.
Yeah.
Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis. We just had that fight not too long ago. Eb, I remember seeing a video where you said you thought you thought Ryan would win the fight, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. What did you think of the fight, though? Do you think Ryan quit?
I hate to say it as a boxer because you just don't know, really. I mean, just get up and get hurt, like go down on your sword kind of thing. That's what I would do. It's like he knew that if he got hit one more time, it would be done. But is that smart? Maybe that was smart of him. Like, I don't know, but you know, as a boxer and as a boxing fan, you want to see them go out on the sword. You want to see them actually really not be able to continue and prove that they can't continue. So that's really hard. You know, Tank really impressed me. Tank does always impress me. Problem with Tank, he doesn't fight that often, and it's kind of like the fights, like it's how they are. It's. I feel like we don't get enough of him to really appreciate him. Do you know what I mean? Right. I'd love to see him fight more, but what he did was great, and I think he's definitely so exciting. I just hope we get to see him out again. I was a bit not let down by it. Like Garcia, it was just more like I don't know. I did expect him to be a bit better, but he's, to be fair, when you look at it and you think who he's fought compared to who's Tank fought, and like, you know, Tank's, it's kind of like, yeah, you know, it makes sense. I think I was just like, when I was saying that I thought Ryan would win, I thought it was like Tank would underestimate him and his speed, and if you get underestimated, obviously that's your downfall. Do you know what I mean? If you underestimate someone. But yeah, Tank did really well. I was super impressed.
About the fight, were you a little disappointed?
I didn't watch the fight, I'll be honest.
Okay.
Eb knows what I'm like, don't you?
Yeah. It was just like, yeah, I was definitely disappointed, but I was very impressed with Tank, and it makes you just want to keep watching him, don't you? Like, just come and get out again, because he is very exciting. So I'd like to see what he does next. Be interesting to see him against like a Haney, you know. I think Haney beats Loma. So, yeah.
Oh, you got Haney over Loma?
Yeah.
Now, what are your reasons for that, though? What do you think, Haney's just too big for him?
Yeah, I think he's too big, too fresh. He's extremely skilled. Do you know what I mean? I think Loma's so past his time. He's been out for such a long time. You know what I mean? And I just think that Haney's quite disciplined. He's got so much accuracy as well. I think the only thing is, I don't know if he's any stronger than Kambosos, but if you look at Kambosos, do you know what I mean? Compared to Haney, and then Haney beat Kambosos, didn't he? So, yeah.
I definitely see that too. I gotta ask you, ladies, do you ever think that we would get Errol versus Bud?
Oh my God. Is it actually happening?
Well, I mean, rumors are surfacing here in America. They're talking July.
Yeah, I saw that.
But they've been saying that shit for years. You know,
exactly.
I don't know if we're ever.
Oh, what were you gonna say, Nick?
I've not even seen that.
Yeah, I saw it like the end of July, and I was getting excited about it, and I was like, oh, I really need to go over there for it, and I thought it's not even gonna fucking happen. Like, it's just like, it's the problem with that fight now. It's like Manny versus Floyd. It's just so past its time. It's like whatever. Yeah, it's like whatever. That's what I liked about Ryan and Tank, like young guns fighting. You know what I mean? The peak of their career. Like, that's what we want to see. And now it's like Crawford and Spence have marinated so much. It's overcooked. It's and even if they do fight, it's like, oh well, they're old and like whatever. Just like Manny and Mayweather. I'm sure it will sell.
And you know, hearing you ladies say that, that's so fucked up to me, because you're right. It is overcooked. It seems like now they like, who cares? You know? But
yeah, honestly,
the ball on this fight. They're dropping the ball.
Honestly, it is like, who cares? Like, because it's just taking way too long. And no, do people really care now? Now it's just like, just do it because you have to do it. It's like, you guys are old news now because we've got like, you know, the young guys coming through now. It's just like, you're like Thurman, like just like whatever. No offense, you know, but it's just like, your time's gone now. And yeah, we wanted to know who's the best, but really, like, yeah.
Who do you think is going to be the next big welterweight though? Like the next welterweight that's going to put boxing on his back after Errol and Bud and those guys, the new generation. You know, you got Virgil Ortiz, you got Jerron Boots Ennis. Rashidi Ellis. I mean, you got a few of them. I mean, who do you like? Do you like Gerard?
I'm a big fan of Virgil Ortiz, man.
Virgil?
I've been always a mega fan of Virgil Ortiz. Like, yeah, like when he was first on the scene, like I was like, I couldn't get enough of watching him. But what happened? He got injured or something, didn't he?
He got some kind of medical condition going on.
Yeah. And I mean, obviously, Boots Ennis is great as well. He's very slick and very, very, very skilled. I just, obviously, because I'm a puncher and I like to watch punches, I think Virgil Ortiz excites me more than Ennis. I'm trying to think of the welterweights here in the UK. Actually,
you got Conor Ben.
Who have we got?
You got Conor Ben.
Oh, yes. Too bad. I mean, Conor, another very exciting fighter. Just unfortunate what's happened to him. Can't help but feel sorry for Conor just because he's a friend. I know the family and stuff, and it's so sad to see that happen. But yeah, unfortunately, Conor can't be in much talks for a while about all that stuff. But I still think he's young enough to be able to overcome this in the future, because if you look at people like Canelo, Fury, all these other guys that have been done, look at them now. Everyone loves them. Do you know what I mean? But at that time they didn't. They've just made a really big deal of Conor's because of the fight that it was involved around. If that happened in like a lower level, not a lower level fight, but a lower, what's the word? Attention fight, like what's the word? Like it was such a big fight, Yeah, like if it was just like some whatever fight and he got done, it probably wouldn't have been so blown up as much. It would be just like all the other people that had been done. But because it was him versus Eubank, which was just huge fight especially for the British. I mean, globally, but more so for British. It's just like, and he's really young. So, anyways, I has to do what has to be done. But yeah, it's a shit thing in the sport. That's for sure. There's all this shit around it.
Yeah, I agree. So the hard hitters want to know what's the next with you, ladies. I would imagine, Eb, you're probably going to take a voluntary right to make sure everything's good with the hand, right?
Yeah, definitely. I never got my voluntary. Most world champions, when they win the world title, they get a voluntary, but I had to go straight into my mandatory. But that was alright. It all happens for a reason. I enjoyed battering that bitch, so it was great. But yeah, I'll probably have a voluntary. Make sure the hand's all good, and then see what happens after that. I want next year to be a really big year for me. I would look forward to unifying all next year.
Oh yeah, that's what we all want. And Nikki, as far as you, what's you just gonna keep on having some great fights and just enhancing the profile, getting your name out there?
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I think I should have some fight news next week, maybe a week after. I've been in camp for 2 weeks now, but we're still waiting for like everything to be signed off and stuff. But I should be fighting end of June, beginning of July. So
good. I can't wait. Do you know where?
Pardon?
Do you know where?
I think so, yeah. No. I'll message after.
Oh, okay. I'll be fighting end of July or August. That's what I'm looking at.
Okay.
Awesome. So I'm just waiting for a date as well, and I start camp tomorrow.
All right. You got anything lined up with Kingpin? I see you hustling, Ev. You got anything?
Gotta make that money.
Lined up.
Gotta make that money. Look, I'm a hustler, you know that, and where there's money, I'll be there. Like, look, they got the Kingpin tournament. Elle's fighting in I think in July or something like this, and I'm just doing that commentary. It's just good, a little bit of a side big gig, Too bad DAZN and Matchroom don't get me on a little bit more because I'm very good at what I do, but I'll go over there because they appreciate me over there, Kingpin. But it's good to be mix it up, and me, like I like to have my foot in all industries. I don't want to be just like a niche. I do want to be putting my name out there and everywhere, and it's great exposure for me, and it's great money, and I really enjoy it. I love talking boxing, as you know. I don't shut up, and these guys, they're entertaining. Like, as long as you don't kind of look at it as they're pro boxers and expect them to be fighting like Tank Davis and Errol Spence, then you just enjoy it for the entertainment. It's like WWE, but not as fake. If you know what I mean?
You're right.
Like,
So,
yeah.
please plug your social media. Let everybody know where they can find you. And Ebony, I beg you, please plug the OnlyFans, okay?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that first. OnlyFans is at Ebanie Bridges. Please go get my OnlyFans. You won't be disappointed. There's lots of good content on there you don't see anywhere else. It's exclusive. Boxing and all the other fun stuff that I can't put on anywhere else. So yeah, and I chat to all my fans in there. Like, that's what I do on board. All I do is chat all day. So you know, yeah, it's fun times. Otherwise, yeah, just Twitter, Ebanie Bridges, and Instagram, Ebanie_Bridges, EBANIE, Ebanie, not Ebane.
Yeah, I remember those Ebane days.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I've got a Facebook page, just Nicola Hopewell. I've got an Instagram, so Nicola_Hopewell, and it's a Twitter as well, so Nicola_Hopewell. That's it.
I want to thank the both of you for hopping on with me on my birthday. Chopping up with your favorite American boy.
Yeah, we love you, Chuck. Honestly, we love you, and thank you, honestly, always for the support. And I just love our conversations. I love our chats about fights, and you always keep it real, and you're always, you know, supportive of everyone, and like us women as well. So thank you, appreciate you. Keep doing what you're doing, and big shout out to all the hard hitters and heavy, you know, and yeah, we'll catch up again soon.
Yep, and with that being said, on behalf of Ebanie Bridges and Nicola Hopewell, I'm Chuck P. C-Ville's finest. But to you haters, call me your highness. Real Ville. Charlie's, we are out of here.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Charlie's Angels Edition, Real Ville Boxing Talk, Ebanie Bridges and Nicola Hopewell.